Capítulo 7. Mi primera hamburguesa. Hamburguesa. My first hamburger. Felipe was happy. Finally, he could play. He played with the team, the equipo, in Cocoa. After a few days, his talent, su talento, called la atención of everyone, de todos. His manager noticed his talent and appreciated it, or appreciated him. The fans, los fanáticos, they admired Felipe, and they considered him an excellent player, un jugador excelente. When Felipe would bat, cuando Felipe bateaba, aba ending, of course, imperfect, the fans, los fanáticos, would expect or would wait for or hope for. Esperar is to hope or to wait. Would hope for or would wait for un jonrón. Un día, during un juego, a game in Cocoa, Felipe went to the, remember this to the is A plus L, makes A, to the plate to bat, para batear. The fans yelled, los fanáticos gritaron. Of course, this is a infinitive in order to bat. The fans yelled, los fanáticos gritaron, Felipe, Felipe. Felipe concentrated himself on the pitcher, el lanzador. It's one of your vocabulary words, the pitcher. And the pitcher concentrated, el lanzador concentrated on Felipe. He threw, lanzó, the lanzador lanzó, the pitcher threw, the ball, and crack! The fanáticos yelled with entusiasmo, and the anunciador gritó, ¡Jonrón, jonrón, jonrón! Felipe Alou gana el juego! Felipe Alou wins the game. The fans were happy, and they passed the sombrero. The sombrero is the hat. They passed the sombrero for Felipe. Felipe yelled his teammate, compañero del equipo, his companion of the team. That's one of your vocabulary words as well. Compañero del equipo, teammate. Los fans are passing the sombrero for you. Felipe did not understand. You guys remember entender is the same thing as comprender. Same? Felipe did not understand the words, las palabras, the words, the palabras. But he understood la implicación. The fans were very happy, muy felices. After a few minutes, some fans, some or a few, say some, or uno is one, so some or a few is unos. Some fans called Felipe with entusiasmo. They had a sombrero con dinero. That rhymes. Un sombrero con dinero. A fan, un fanático, gave the sombrero to Felipe and said to him, happy, Felipe, you are un pelotero, a ball player. Pelota is ball. Pelotero, a ball player. Felipe, you are un pelotero fantástico. We are pasamos the hat for you. Pasamos el sombrero para ti. Gracias, Felipe le respondió. Un poco tímido, a little timid, a little shy. That's one of your vocabulary words too. Tímido. Hamburgers. That's in English, so I said it in English. Yelled a teammate with entusiasmo. Felipe did not understand. No entendió. And he asked him, ¿Qué es hamburgers? Hamburgers. You have to. Remember, tiene plus K makes it you have to, and then it's followed by an infinitive. You have to buy. Comprar is to buy, right? Hamburguesas. He responded to him in English. Another teammate grabbed the money from the sombrero and repeated, repitió. You have to buy hamburguesas. Es la costumbre. It's the custom. Explained another teammate to him. Explained to him. He that receives the sombrero has to buy hamburguesas for the equipo, for the team. His teammate gave him the money, gave the money to Felipe, and now he understood. With the money, he had to buy hamburguesas for todos, for everyone. After the game, Felipe was. I know it's not went because there's not an A after it. Felipe was with the black ball players in order to buy them hamburgers. The black ball players were not with the white ball players. It was not acceptable for the whites to eat in a restaurant for the blacks. The blacks could not enter. Ooh, let's go back. I think I must have messed up some of my squaring and circling. Here we go. Felipe was with the black players in order to buy them. This is an infinitive, to buy for them hamburguesas. The white players, not with the black players. It was not acceptable for the whites to eat. It was not. For a while, it was not acceptable for the whites to eat in a restaurant for the blacks. And the blacks could not enter in a restaurant for white people. It was prohibited. Estaba prohibido. That's why, remember, así que is pretty much the same thing as por eso, that's why, or therefore, Felipe went with his black teammates to a restaurant in the zone for black people. Upon entering, remember, anytime you have al plus an infinitive, you translate it as upon, and then that infinitive you translate it as an ing. Upon entering the restaurant, the hamburgers smelled excellent. Felipe was smelling the hamburgers, and he recognized the delicious smell. Kind of looks like odor, smell. He observed a girl that had a sandwich in the form of a disco. Now, él comprendió perfectamente, perfectly. El sándwich circular was called, se llamaba, that's part of the verb too, hamburguesa. Felipe bought hamburguesas, and all of the ball players, los peloteros, sat down to eat them. This is the word for them. Why is it feminine? What are they eating? Hamburguesas. Felipe grabbed his hamburguesa and exclaimed very happily, Por fin, mi primera hamburguesa. Finally, my first hamburger. Felipe ate his primera hamburguesa y estaba muy contento. Al fin.